Hey Rebels. Okay, so I'm here looking here. Look at Shorty got back. Should I ask her for a dance? Hold on, there's too many in a wolf pack. Staying alive by the refugees. No, not by the Fugees. Okay, so Fuji refugees. Somewhere that's gonna tie into here. Now, I'm also smelling, I'm smelling ginger for whichever reason. And I'm hearing ginger snaps. I don't know if you ever seen the movie. Yeah, yeah. I don't know if you've ever seen the movie. It's about this girl who gets her maturity, and somehow there's something about werewolves confirmation and stuff like. Oh wow! So there's too many in a wolf pack, and ginger snaps. Okay, this is supposed to be over here. And this here. Let's look at this energy real quick. And then we got, okay. Then we're going to go back around. So we have boss, karma, conflict, divine masculine. Oh, okay. So I'm getting this. There is a divine masculine who felt that he was prepared for some stuff that he is seeming to be second guessing, and there is an internal conflict going on with going on within himself, or however you would say that, on within his inner self. Interesting. Um, there's a block of abundance of how he perceives this priestess here. But why does he feel bound to this? I would like to know. Why does he feel bound to this? Can we know? Can we know? Can we know? It says you will know. Okay, transition. We can go straight across. They said mature. There it is, mature woman. Divine feminine. Okay. Voodoo. Oh, shucky. Rising star. Oh, we're gonna get a third layer right here. Rich guy. Divination. Okay. Top of the deck. Oh, commitment. And occupation. Confirmation with the belly. All right. So, what I am seeing here is that, okay, with karma and transition, commitment. Okay, high priestess. Okay, priestess and the rich guy. Priestess and the rich guy. Oh, minor occupation. This man is having problems with his money. Confirmation. Oh, those were big ones. He's having issues with his stability, with his money, how he feels that he should be appearing. I don't see anything too or ugly at all on this table. Wow. Okay. Belly really going. He really wants to commit to this situation with this divine feminine. See how they are in alignment. Down here, she seems to be more open and vulnerable about her past. Even here with abandonment, she seems to be very clear about what it is that she wants, what it is that she doesn't want, how it is that she show up. Hear that clearly. She's even clear on how it is that she shows up. So to say that everything's not his fault or his doing, she's been through some things. She's possibly even dealt with many other rich guys in her past, putting up this facade of they have it all, but really they're bonded to a certain lifestyle or other people who does not allow them to have the all that they've said that they've had. So this feminine has definitely been through something, honey. Oh, okay. But when it comes down to this masculine energy, there, masculine person. When it comes down to this masculine person, meaning man, or change the roles as a woman who seems to be more in her masculine, they're at a crossroads. They seem to be at a crossroads of what it is that they actually bring to the table, what they're actually about. How do they compare? Though they line up very well with this feminine, just her maturity level seems to be a bit more elevated in her awareness than his is. There's things that she does or that she says. Notice that she's rather calm throughout the board, throughout her transition. See, we have divination, transition, mature woman, divine feminine, voodoo, abandonment, rising star. But even this feminine does not have everything that she wants to have, but yet this bondage, remember, this bondage is about the divine masculine. So she's speaking up in regards to herself while he's a bit frustrated or highly fucking frustrated about what's going on in his life because he feels that and presents himself. Oh, there you go. Lights ahead. There you go. All right. He's rather concerned about how he shows up and being able to provide for her, care for her, and be that that societal scripted version of a boss. But I'm also feeling this calmness in regards to him with the polite block. He has a lot of and it's a lot of confusion. It's a lot of where he, I get the gist that he wants this to work, but he has kind of jumped into this situation too soon, and he wants it to work. But there's this thing about failure. There's this thing about failure. Okay, so we have the sun here. Gonna go across real quick, and then who knows what we're gonna do with the star. Okay, so going forward, moth. Going forward, it looks good. It looks good. City. Hold on. Third leg. Whip. Okay, so look at here. Look at Shorty got back. Should I ask her for a dance? Hold on. There's too many in a wolf pack. And to have city here. So, okay. All right. I had say, can you see? Rose. Hourglass. No, right here. Book. Overcommitment. Anemone. And we have fish. And skeleton. Yeah, baby. Here in okay, so anemone. Anemone. I'm going to get that word right one day. So I'm hearing tale as old as time, song as old as rhyme, Beauty and the Beast. Not to say that he's a beast. What I'm getting is that there's a transformation in with him with the masculine being in engagement with the feminine. There is a transition of how it is that he sees himself. there's this energy of he has dealt with many before. I, this guy keeps on coming up, and I kind of like him, right? He's innocent, but yet he's not so innocent. He's innocent enough that through his other experiences, I feel like we've had this read before. Through his other experiences, he has not necessarily been at fault. If he didn't do so bad or something so horrible that things couldn't be forgiven or things couldn't been worked on. But now him dealing with this feminine, which ain't that about cliche? How they say how there are certain men out there who feel that, oh well, if you cover up her head, all y'all got the same body. Disgusting. But I'm understanding it now. He's having to realize how different this feminine, whether it's you or whomever this feminine is to him, is different from any other that he has dealt with. When there's something wrong, okay, here with the start. When there's something wrong in regards to she herself, in regards to him, in regards to what is not in alignment for her, she speaks up. He's not used to that. When something's uncomfortable, she speaks up. She, like a moth to a flame, she whips that shit in order. She speaks up. Now, he's used to being that person. He's not used to a woman speaking up. I feel like, ooh, I want to get some more cards. I'm feeling this energy of though he asked for it, he feels like there's an audacity of her that she would speak up for herself and let him know what's right, what's not right, what's uncomfortable, all things that he, once again, he asked for this, all things that he once upon a time asked for, really want in a partnership, and as expressed, more so, like, for example, confirmation, more so along the lines of example of, you know what, let's say in his past dealings with people, he said, why didn't you just say that? Why didn't you just speak up? Why didn't you not just, and it's, notice the clouds are being removed. Why, and so you can see the sun. Why didn't you just say that? Why are you leaving me guessing? If you would have just spoke to me and told me that this is how you felt, we could have figured things out. And now he is dealing with a woman, with a feminine energy, or with a woman who is doing exactly that. And it is causing this man some stress, a headache. Give me a moment, please. Okay, that's a bit messy, but yet and still we see where everything is. Yeah, it's causing him a stress and a headache because even though it's what he wanted, what he asked for, the things that this feminine is saying to him, he did not expect for himself to be considered problematic in the areas that it is that she's pointing out. So regardless of whatever, she's being straightforward with him. And he's feeling that his abundance is being blocked because she's not giving in as easily as others. See, that's why you got to be careful about what you ask for, because you can ask for something and Spirit say, you sure you want that? You sure you ready for that? Okay. Like to hear it? Here you go. Did we say that earlier? Yes, we did. Okay, please don't fall. All right. Okay. We're going to come over here and get a couple more in the details. Start from the middle. Oh, okay. Yep. It's the red flags. Now, red flags does not mean that there is danger, although I hear someone saying things like, I don't feel safe or having a keyword like pineapples. Whenever something's not right, whenever something doesn't feel connected, wrong, or you feel disaligned um, with each other. And that flag has been popping up and been waving all over the place. But let's see. Ooh, okay, we're gonna go back this way. Okay, the call. Rebel. Oh, rebels. Come on, rebels. Wow. Can we get a third leg for this rebels and wild card? Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. All right. All right. Come on. Going forward. Okay. Yep. Okay. Bottom card. Ooh, baby. I choose them. Oh, social media. Okay. At the top, gift. Okay. And at the bottom, we have sweet and sticky. I felt sweet and sticky might come out. Okay. Sweet and sticky. Where we gonna put you? Sweet and sticky. We gonna put you. Yeah. This bondage energy. We gonna set that right there. You causing him to be exposed, and he don't too much like that. Okay. So to jump into it, this was a gifted situation. This was something that was asked for on both parties' end. Feminine, she asked for something specific. She received it. But she's also seeing where things are kind of going a little haywire. It doesn't, once again, it does not look bad. It's just, a couple of glitches happening in the call, like a little static. Um, yeah, it's a lot of ums. It's like this figuring it out as you go along. Ooh, the masculine on his end of the spectrum, his part of the radar. He's getting exactly what it is that you want, but things aren't going across as easy or as simple. I feel internally for him, it's not quite how he thought things would be. I'm not seeing anything immature here on the table. Okay, so for those of you who are looking at I choose them, let's jump straight over here. So with I choose them in social media, it's not that because rebound is not here. All right. I choose them lock and key social media. There is a ideology, a way of thinking that they both have. And this is what the spiritual lesson is about. You know how you go on social media and you have like red pill content, pink pill content, blue pill content, the Matrix, Morpheus. Are you gonna take the red pill or are you gonna take the blue pill? I heard that there was a backwards choice on that. He was really supposed to be choosing another pill in the movie, but I had to go back and watch it. It's been so long, confirmation. But what I'm noticing, and let's pull this down just to be sure. Notice how the lock and key is right there around her neck, and then the feminine has such an open heart, and it's reflective of so many different walks of life. Being that she has experienced the world in a way, and that's something that I'm going to put this out there, something that men do not understand. Women get to experience life in a different way than men. The fact that women are raised, or should I say, have been groomed to cater to men, to tolerate them, to keep themselves safe from men, they also understand that vulnerability that most men do not admit of themselves, of how men as well have been taught that, but in the sense of competition, in a sense of power, in a sense of authority, in a sense of vulnerability, in a sense of keeping them safe, in a sense of knowing which man to fuck with, which man not to fuck with, which man, you could have as your little lappy, and which one might turn around and be your boss that you should admire, the one that you think that you should admire, the one that you find out later on that you shouldn't admire because you found out that he was fucked up, right? Here with nurture, wild card and rebel. I'm getting the energy of that this is a feminine who is nurturing, but she does not nurture everyone. All right. I'm also getting the energy of you would look at her and you would perceive her to be a certain way. But there's this wild card surprise. She's multifaceted. So she could be a bitch, but to those who she know for fact needs that bitch up out of her because they got shit fucked up. She could be a nurturer, like not necessarily saying a mother, but a carer. She even hell, I heard she might even be so far to the extent of don't want to sit on her ass. She wants to do something to help, to provide. And to this masculine here, I don't feel like I don't get the energy of resistance of her being willing to be that that where is it, that scripted version, the book, the tale as old as time, Beauty and the Beast type of woman. But I also hear like she's new age, new era, beyond modern. Okay, so she's not future faking. She's very much so looking at the details in the print, in the fine print. She is digging down into this man's soul. We gotta remember that this skeleton is here. She is definitely in with koi fish, with fish here. It's a slippery situation for him. It's like he wanna, but at points in time when she's aware of herself or aware of what's happening, she's not fussing and notice. Yes, there's static. There's fireworks coming from this phone. There's electricity, but there's also addiction, right? So she's blocked out her addictions for the sake of this engagement with this masculine. She's willing to make transitions. He's willing to make transitions, but he's having a bit more complications with them. When I feel that with the star here, she's definitely more so tapped into the spiritual connection of it all. With the star here and addiction here with block up there for him, he's blinded by how she's presenting things. He's forgetting with momentarily what it is that he asked for and what it wishing upon that star, honey. Uh, and here we have another ladybug down here following a white rabbit squirrel. Yeah. Okay. Let's go ahead and oh, we want to dig in deeper. Okay, let's get these right here. Let's get these right here. Is there anything else? So I don't see that he's not into her and that she's not into him. They just want social peace, social justice, and social peace. But how do they do that? It says manage to be glad. Create your own happiness regardless of conditions. Right here over the red flag. Yet they're being faced with these complications. Him more so than her. I heard more sir. Oh, because it's okay. So she's a little bit more bossed up about what's happening than he is. And he's with him with this social media. I choose them, lock and key. He's saying he's choosing them, but he's not looking at them. He's realized, like, but why is it that I can't stop looking at divine feminine confirmation? So I feel like that there's a bit of strong will. Yeah, strong will. This is a very unpredictable situation. Let's read these. It says abstract, unpredictable, museum, multifaceted, art. Okay, strong will, protester, nonconformist, even opposition. Though he's saying I choose them, he's very hesitant because he remembers what they were like. He's very hesitant. He's like he was told This is what you want, should want. This is what you should want. This is what he's saying all on the platforms, but it's not aligning with what it is that is tearing up his heart, what he's feeling within himself. It's not connecting. Something's not connecting. Over here, over addictions, you are rare and free. There are not many like you. Say, shorty got back. Hold on, there's too many in the wolf pack. Uh-huh. All right. The spirit said we gonna go the other way real quick. Use your time wisely. Make every moment count. That's the call. Honey, this man. Oh my gosh. Don't want me to speak. I feel like I'm telling too much. But Spirit said, no, we're going to get out where we're going to get out. And you just pay attention to how it is that he shows up. And don't be cautious. Okay, I got the next card right here in my hand. Be cautious of what it is that you reveal that you know. Because you do come off as rather spooky if I am talking to the feminine. You do come off as rather spooky on some, like, how does she know that? Is she reading my mind? Yeah, so I feel that tarot, oracle readings, divination, though you've been, let's use it wisely now, has definitely been helpful and useful for you to see you and as well understand others. But the times that they feel are wolf style, lone wolf style, the way that you pop up and somehow are so aligned with them to know what it is that they're thinking or their next moves or how to, take your foot off the gas and allow things to coast and give this man his space. You feel like you're up in his head. It's like one of those, he gets angry and he wants his space. Anybody else would have hound him. You might pick up the phone, you might call him, you might text him just for a little clarity of, hey, so what's going on? How are you? Are you okay? He say, I'm fine, whatever the case may be. I'm just not feeling this right now. I need some space. You say, okay, cool. And you go on about your shit like ain't no problem. I'm hearing the long haul. Oh, what is that about? Okay, it's always tea time. Eternity. Endless moments. What did I just say that I heard? Long haul. And so even though you are very compassionate and very understanding to his moments of needs, because you probably require those same moments to yourself, and I feel like there's a grooming period of him and his understanding of when you need your time to yourself, because he's not used to it. But when it comes down to you, he like, wait, what the hell? They usually chasing after me. They usually this, that, and the other. So he's playing the long game of, and I know it seems childish. Okay, well, let me give it a couple hours or a couple days, more so a couple days, and maybe she'll, turn around and call me. And then after a while, he caves in like, okay, maybe I should approach this differently. Um, ooh, okay, all right. So we're gonna do this. What's the next one? What's the next one? No need to fear. Remember how powerful you are with wild card and nurture. Okay. That spirit said head back the other way. We almost forgot about the future, right? About what's heading forward. And it says in moments regret, nostalgia, up, bitchin' baby, bitchin' babies. Let me see. Idealizing the past. Fearing you made a mistake. Okay, fine. I wanted to pull two more cards. Spirit said, put that right there. That is so wicked. Idealizing the past. That I'm choosing them. The nostalgia. Fearing you made a mistake. So he's questioning for himself right now. What matters more to him? Does it matter more for him to be perceived as a boss and have to go through all this conflict with those who he are used to the type that he's used to dealing with from the past? Or do he proceed forward? Oh, what is peeking at behind the skeleton? The garden. Or do he proceed forward with realizing that he has not met the final boss of himself, that further growth will need to be had of himself, that there would need to be an allowance and acceptance of realizing that there are different ways of doing it. So right now he's trying to find his taste, and he's already rejected the previous dealings that he had. He's getting exactly what it is that he asked for, but as we discussed earlier, even when you get exactly what you asked for, sometimes you realize it's a little bit too much confirmation. Now, though we have city here, we have moth to the flame and with whip. City with whip. Oh my gosh, you don't want me to say that. So there's even this. So thus far, it seems as if he's kept things between him and this feminine. Him and you. I don't know if this is you, but him and his feminine. You don't want me to get this out. But now there's a mental, like when the moments that he's been feeling challenged, he's going back and forth like this. Yeah, this is some me and you. This is me and you. This is our situation. But what would the people think? Meaning his family, his friends, his city, his community. What would they think? So you are, baby, you, this feminine, whomever she is, I like her. I like her. Anyway, so at the bottom it says, become brave. Become braver, resilience, experience, growing stronger, fresh perspective. Right over here, we got a full table. Right over here with over the rich guy, bondage, sweet and sticky, skeleton, the garden. Yeah, it says becoming braver. Feel like, oh, okay, and how beautiful. We got the rabbit. It says message for a rabbit. Service to the animal world. That's a gift. That's a gift. Ooh. So what did we say? Lone wolf style. Lone wolf style at the bottom. Such a curious dream. Grounding. Returning to reality. Coming home. All right. So there is a conversation that needs to be had with Call here. I'm wondering if this is a romance, like that the female and the male both have been romanticizing each other over social media, over the phone, over FaceTime even, but there does not seem to be so much time together. I don't know if they were friends before. Oh, I heard they've been here before. Okay, so they've done this before. It's a lot of fairy tale stuff. Is that? No, that's Sleeping Beauty. I know you. I walked with you once upon a dream. I know you. The gleam in your eye is such a familiar a gleam, and I know it's true. I walked with you once upon a dream. Cause if I know you, I know what you'll do. You love me at once. Upon a dream. Okay. We got a moment. So, we got a moment, baby. Okay. Okay. So, the Hermit. Yeah. Onward, youngward, but inward. They're both going inward. Okay, we're going this way. Inward. 5 of Shallots. Okay, this is the 7 of Shallots. We're going to have to, maybe not. Okay, 7 of Shallots. The King of Wands. I want to move all of these down. Yeah, messy. at the top, we get, oh, okay. So that's the king. Whoa, hold on. Okay, now King of Wands, King of Chalice. Is that how you say it, Chalice? I don't know. All right, let's just do like this. What's gonna pop up? Going forward, you got the Knight. Oh, baby. One more right here. The Six of Pentacles. Can we get a third leg here? Knight of Swords. And at the bottom, we have the Musician. Oh, I love this deck. I love this deck. Okay, so I want to get this on screen. Okay, so at the bottom, we have Musician, the Magician. But then we also have the Seven of Swords, which is like, this is Lone Wolf energy, isn't it? It is Lone Wolf energy. But it's also a surprise. What will he choose? I don't think we're gonna get that right now. What will he choose? So there's a lot of emotions, energy. There's a lot of conflicting. Like this conflict, he is really going through it. And it seems as if the feminine, she's more accepting to however things turn out. She knows that if she is to stay in this with him, there is gonna be work put in. That there obviously is gonna have to be work put in. But she's feeling a bit lost in what's happening with him. So I'm feeling like he's not really connecting with her. So she's seeking, yes, this is a she talking to a wiser man. She is seeking she's seeking wisdom. She's tapping into her wisdom and her understanding of who this masculine has been, what he may be experiencing, how she may be showing up to him. Like she's looking at all aspects of things. But him, on the other hand, he, let's look at this. He, with this king, I don't know if you can see it. You got the people outside looking for him, but he's hidden right here behind the rug. And he's in deep contemplation. Looking at what he has, looking at what he doesn't have. There's this feeling of him wanting to fill the void of his space, which is not so bad, but there is a very small bit of dependence, not codependent, but dependence. And it's like knowing that something's missing in your life, but being afraid of it. Here with the King of Wands. He is definitely, oh my God. So you got the King of Wands, King of Chalice, King of Cups. He is so, he's definitely looking at things. He's not avoiding. He's very invested in looking at things, because if you look right here with the 7, he's dealing with this. Spirit is guiding him through his thought process as well. Some of it's getting on his nerves, because I feel like this is a guy who is easily approachable. This is a guy who, like, he doesn't have a hard time with, women, other than their behavior that seems childish. It seems that he's asked for something a lot more mature, and that's exactly what he's getting. Though I can feel the energy of playfulness here with Rebels, but he seems to be getting exactly what it is that he asked for, but he did not realize him getting what he asked for was going to challenge him. And I'm also getting this whole thing of he's not landing. Though he made this decision, he can't seem to horn in his focus on what he thinks his focus should be on. So therefore he is learning lessons. whoever man, friend, whoever this guy is, honey, I I would applaud him once he makes his decision, once it's shown that he, for the long haul, will commit to what he's committed to. But then again, we did see commitment over here, right? And we've been calling it an engagement. So this is obviously like a milestone. So for the hermit, so he's dealing in wisdom. She's dealing in peace and patience. They're both in hermit mode, dealing with, and when I said both, it's like broke was also, they're both dealing with the broken parts of them. I feel that this is a very mature relationship or mature dealings with each other, because for them both to realize that they are not perfect, but to solo go sit and deal with themselves and deal in their imperfections to come back to each other. Yep, to come back to each other. It's a beautiful thing. But the question is this is like one of those dating shows. Will she, I know this is gonna sound so sexist. Um, will she be in the box? Will she be there waiting when he returns? And yet all these spirits, all these entities back here in the hall are the women of his past, wondering, is the divine feminine going to be in there? Will she be under the cover? You know, the magic trick, the magician. Will she be under there, waiting for him when, not waiting for him, but ready for him when he returns? He's going off on a venture with himself, with the Knight of Shells and the Knight of Swords. Yeah, he's seeing some very harsh truths about himself. Just taking a gander over here. He is very ambitious. All right, he's very ambitious. He is rather a charmer, but he can talk. He can seem to talk the socks off of himself, and so that's why he's going back in regards to checking for himself. Has he talk? Is he gonna talk himself out of something? That, what did he say? Look at here. Look at Shorty got back. Should I ask her for a dance? Hold on. There's too many in the wolf pack. So is he gonna talk the socks off of himself, and is he gonna give up something that he know could be special, that he know that is obviously rare to him, that would cause him to grow? Or is he gonna set her free and allow her to just be taken by somebody who I don't so this masculine does not feel like he equates to her, that he feels that there is something better, potentially something better out there for her, but he wants it to be him. He wants to be present for her even in the spaces that he doesn't have. He's questioning whether he's equipped. Yeah, I feel like the feminine, she's willing, and that she acknowledged this about him. But you know how it go. You can't tell men how to be a man, how he's supposed to feel, how he's supposed to be. He got to be able to feel that for himself. Oh my goodness. And then at the bottom we got the Ace of Wands. This is an inspiration to both of them going forward. And I feel like that Ace of Wands is also a slapstick. Like, come on, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Okay. Oh, okay. Star, we're going back. We're going back. Take it back. King of Swords. Oh, the Emperor. Hi, how are you? Baby, if y'all don't stop messing with me. If y'all don't stop messing. Oh my God, gotta clear my throat again. Oh my goodness, so we got the magician again, twice. All right, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. All right, just gotta pull everything up. The Five of Cups. Okay. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, no, that's the Ten of Swords. Seven of Wands. And we said we want to get... And then we go third leg over here. And I was like, oh, okay. All right, and Death. And at the bottom over here, we have the Five of Pentacles. This is my Five of Pentacles of walking away like a thief in the night, grabbing what you need to, and just going. All right, this is grabbing your baby, the money that's in your pocket, leaving every other possession behind, and moving forward. This is starting all over. This is starting all over. And rejecting. What's at the bottom under here? So we got Four of Cups. The Devil. Oh, baby. Queen of Cups. The Lovers. And Two of Wands. With the Knight of Swords at the bottom, supporting the energies. And ladies across back here. Yeah, it's this masculine is going through something heavy. Trying to figure out. Okay, so with the Death here, obviously there's a new beginning. You, the feminine, is definitely being picked at. She's being pried apart. She's being evaluated. She's being compared. She's being comparing contrast. Okay, and say if you are the feminine or this woman, period, need to get this man his space. Because pushing up against him, asking questions, hounding him. Thank you. It's just going to cause him to feel as if she is like the others, like the rest, which is going to give him more of a reason to catapult her, to repel her away. He knows what he's doing. He's taking his time. And this is a very important mark and milestone due in this engagement. Goodness, he don't like that I'm saying anything in this engagement. Because with the Emperor, he knows what he's doing. He's very well equipped. He can come off as very sharp with his words and very straightforward, very direct. There's not about I don't see anything about him. Confirmation that says impulsive. Confirmation. I'm seeing he's strict, he's stern, he knows what he wants, and that the feminine acknowledges this about him, but as well she understands these rules that applies to him and how different he is, though he seems to be on the same level of, in ways, in aspects, the same level as others who she's dealt with. Maybe it's the look of him that reminds her of others that she's dealt with. But his approach, his care, his nurture, his way of creating himself to be convenient for her is what's causing her to be at such a calm and okay. They need to talk. They need to talk. Whomever they are. Like he's very surgical with his choices. He's very surgical, even with the butterfly here. He's very surgical in his approach. Now, don't know if that's a butterfly, if that's a moth, but he's very surgical in his approach. Here with the Star, Oh, yeah, spirit brought them together. Notice how the stars balance. Okay, so mm, they're balanced, but in the same sentence, they bring something to each other that the other is missing. So it's not that she's more favored than him. They both realize how each other are special, how each other. Fuck, we got the star and we got the sun. And then another star down here. Now, where are we now in the going forward? Five of Cups, Ten of Swords, and Nine of Swords. Followed up by the Seven of Wands. We these these two are two very strong individuals. I literally say that. Don't make me cry. These two are two very strong individuals. Feel that, let's say just even, if they were to you do say, okay, if they was to decide to cut their losses and leave each other alone. I don't feel any energy of them having spite or hating or regretting each other or their attempt. That they will more so detach from each other in such a way that they will potentially be even greater friends and companions going forward. But the special thing that I'm seeing about them with the Five of Cups, the Ten of Swords, the Nine of Swords, meeting the Seven of Wands, is that their maturity level of being able to go back within internally in regards to themselves and look at themselves and where their grief come from, where their triggers come from, where they need, like their past grievances. What is their, what's their triggers, not what they feel the other one is causing them. So for instance, let's say two people are having a conversation, and it's being said to be a serious conversation. Off bat, it's being said to be a serious conversation, but the masculine or the feminine, pick one, decides to express a joke in the midst of that conversation. The other one gets triggered. But this is the beautiful thing about it. The one who got triggered realized that it was not the one who told the joke in the midst of a serious conversation's fault that they got triggered. Their trigger is their own. Their trigger is of their own wounding. So the one who got triggered go sit and deal with themselves. Excuse the noise. Go sit and deal with themselves to deep dive within their archive of existence, of being, of experience, and ask themselves, why was I so triggered? I know the person who told the joke within the midst of a serious conversation was not saying that to be spiteful, was not being harmful, was not trying to stake a claim of confusion or anything. But why was I triggered? And I feel that this is something that they both do. Now, have they been able to discuss that? I don't know. Does one notice that and the other one notice that? Yes. The feminine realizes that. Whoever is more so within their feminine energy realizes that. And I feel that that the masculine is learning that it is okay for them to take that approach as well. At the moment, it may feel like a little bit of tit for tat because there was a lot of back and forth in this. Okay, she did this, he did that. She did this, he did that. There was a lot of back and forth. But ultimately, they are on the same page with what the true enemy is and what the true sense of being weaponized, the aggravation, the aggression. They're on the same page in regards to where that is stemming from. Now, let's look at let's put this like this. And then with the of course with the Ace of Cups here, balanced emotions, like don't make me cry. Do not make me cry. In the heart space, like there are like this is a very, very intimate circumstance, intimate relationship. So to see the Five of Pentacles here with the Four of Cups, the Devil, the Queen of Cups, the Lovers, Confirmation, and the Two of Wands. Clarified with the Knight of Swords. Like, this is happening so fast. And so much so that it seems like that this is the devil's playground, that you know, but it's not about the devil having his fun. No, this is every fucking thing that has ever bothered either one of them, that they've hidden, that they've suppressed, coming up to surface, and them dealing with it in such a mature way. Because here we have the serpent, but we also have an angel coming up, to warn them, like, hey, you're fine, you're okay. And a decision is ultimately going to be made in regards to where this future is being headed. I don't see anyone ghosting the other one. If it, like, it's gonna, honey, I don't even know what to say. Like, the fact that this relationship is just beautiful. And it says submit to higher order. Submit to the higher order. Then we also have eloquence. And these are the angel entity cards. And then we have divine forgiveness. And at the bottom of the deck that has been shuffled, it says mental force. I would like to be invited to the engagement party, the wedding. I don't care if it's just a friendship for life ceremony. Hell, I wish for something like this for myself. Hey, like the balance that has came through in this reading, the fairness that has came through in this reading, the fact that, although the rabbit is rather innocent over there, the red eye of the rabbit, the truth, the vulnerability. I want to pull some more cards. Let's go ahead and just go pulling crazy. Let's pull crazy. Well, not pull crazy, but let's go. All right, Tatu, what did it say? Balance, spiritual, and practical. Oh, stay in integrity. Okay, we're going to move the other way. Stay in integrity. Forgiveness. Past. So they're both in a place of forgiving the past. Stand in integrity. No disrespect. So even let's say that you are the feminine and you're a little bit concerned. Let's say you're the masculine and you're a little bit concerned. I don't see the other person on some cheating stuff or on some, oh, well, since they don't want to talk to me, I'm about to go turn up and turn out. I don't see that. I'm saying, when I say mature, when I say that they have time for play, synchronicities, bitch and baby. When I say they, They are literally dealing with the time apart from each other to, one, continue to live their individual life, and two, actually not be avoidant of figuring out what the hell the problem is, because I feel like they really like each other. They're really invested in each other. They're invested in this situation with each other. But the thing is they don't want to come acting all crazy or giving the other one a real reason to say, you know what, I'm done with this. I can't do this. A new romantic cycle begins. And at the bottom, releasing. Okay, so there's releasing that's happening. A new romantic cycle begins. New moon. Oh wait, new moon in Libra, dark moon. Full moon. We had full moon in Pisces. Moon shining. We have the moon's moment and moon set. But then right under releasing, we have one that's trying to peek out, and it says moon rising truth. Where are we going? Okay, over here. It says hard work, discipline. Although you may not see immediate results from your efforts, know that know that the work you invested in now will bear much fruit later. Stay the course. You're on the path to attaining lasting financial success. It's not just financial.